Aja, and today we are going to learn about how the aquarium can be such a magnificent learning experience for you and your child. Please remember to subscribe. It is so important that you subscribe. And here on Educator, you will learn about various ways to educate your child. Come on, join me as we learn about how the aquarium can serve as a learning tool and bonding experience for you and your child. You guys, there's nothing like nature. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey through this wonderful aquarium. Today, we are actually going to go on this adventure through the Atlanta, Georgia Aquarium. It is the world's largest aquarium, and we are going to find out how our kids can learn through such a magnificent experience. Not only can the aquarium be a great bonding experience for you and your child, but it can also teach your child about various sea creatures. You could teach your child how to interact with sea animals such as starfish. How did it feel? It was kind of prickly. Was it prickly to you? If you have older kids, you can ask them about the texture and how the sea urchins feel. You can also learn with your child by simply listening to the recordings like this.
Gallery and a keystone species in the natural world.
Don't forget to read and check out all the different kiosks and screens that tell you about various things in the ocean, such as the coral reef. While you're watching the beluga whale and observing nature with your child, take a look at the screen that goes over how the beluga whales are in their natural habitat. You can also listen to the recordings playing that will show you all sorts of interesting facts to the beluga whale. Catching sea otters at play serves as a great teaching tool for you and your child. Sea otters are so fun to watch play in the ocean. Sea otters are so entertaining. They are always playing or interacting with each other. You can not only take advantage of the screens, but also take advantage of the trainers that are typically located right next to an exhibit. A sea otter. Yes, sea otter. She just learned a new animal. So even as a toddler, kids are learning new animals. Dinosaurs. Rawr. She even made a connection to the bones. The aquarium even has a part where you can get into the penguin habitat, and you're right here next to the animals. This, by far, is one of the most personal things you can do here at the Georgia Aquarium. And because kids don't naturally see penguins in their natural habitat, imagine getting in the aquarium with them like this. Look how much she's learning at this very moment. You cannot pay for a better experience with penguins than this. Not only do children get to learn about penguins through the recordings that play while they're in here, but getting this close up and personal with the penguins serves as a personal experience that your children will have the rest of their lives. You can even use this experience to have kids write about their experience with the penguins. They can write about all the details that they see while they're this close and personal with the penguins. How did they move? What did they look like? What were their mannerisms? Were they very social like the otters were? Or were they more to themselves? How do penguins interact with one another? At each one of the exhibits, they have a little informational booth where you can get a dive card that shows each animal in that exhibit. You can take this dive card and go around with your child to each exhibit until you can find all the animals. You can then challenge your child to tell you one fact that they found out for each animal. You can talk about the different characteristics of each fish and how they use those characteristics in the wild. You can teach your child how to compare and contrast the different species of Amazon basin in South America. These exhibits not only show the animals in their natural habitat, but it also transforms the exhibit into the actual habitat of that animal. The aquarium has lots of different coves that your child can get up and close and personal with the animals. You can teach them how these animals are actually cleaning the tank. What animal do you see? Turtle. The entire upstairs is actually full of interactive things that you can do with your child. They even have a memory match that you see my child loves to play. On this wall, you have to connect each animal with his partner. This might be one of her favorite parts. Have an aqua lab where you can touch animals. The aquarium even has an interactive exhibit where you get to touch shrimp. They have a whale scale chart where you can see how much you weigh in comparison to other animals. You can always interact with any of the interactive kiosks that they have for children. Here on the second level of the aquarium, you are actually on top of those very exhibits that we saw earlier. If you're quiet enough, you can hear the animals interacting. Did you hear it? The aquarium makes for such a magnificent learning experience for you and your child. They can even learn about different jobs they want when they grow up. The Georgia Aquarium offers this wonderful conveyor belt that allows you to go under a tunnel and you can see the animals such as this whale. Look at this thing. And you can talk about the group of fish that go under the whale. Look at the school of fish. When you're under the tunnel, you can talk about how all the different species coexist in one habitat. If you have kids that are in 3rd grade, they actually learn about habitats. Look at the stingray. And watch how the stingray lives with the shark whale. Oh, look how all these animals coexist within one habitat. You can even talk about the social interaction between the animals. Yeah, you saw the fish, yeah. If you have toddlers like myself, they are simply learning all the names to all these wonderful creatures. Being under the stingray, you can talk about the suctions under the stingray and how strong it is. You can show them how these animals defend themselves in the water and how a stingray's stinger helps them stay safe within their habitat. Look at all the stingrays. You can even have your child use their imagination and predict what happened to the tail of this animal. They can predict how it had to survive within this ecosystem. Get them to write about it. Make up a narrative of what happened to this wonderful creature. You can learn about how whale sharks coexist with other animals, such as stingray and fish. Talk about how the fish swim right beside the whale sharks. Look at other sharks within the exhibit as well. You can even catch a sea turtle. within these exhibits. Right under a shark. How cool is that? What do you see? It's always a wonderful idea to get your child to write about their experiences at the aquarium. They can not only write informational text about what they learned about certain animals, but have them write an opinion writing about what their favorite animal was, or the best animal at the Georgia Aquarium, or any aquarium. You can even have them write a narrative, and they become one animal, such as a stingray, and they write their own narrative. That's all Finding Nemo was a narrative about a little clownfish. With toddlers, they get so stimulated when they are here at the aquarium.
Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful adventure. I hope you and your child get to go to the aquarium and learn about the fish and the seals and even the dolphins.
Did you have